You know what, never mind. Fine. Low signal on your phone can be annoying as but why does it happen, and what useful tools do you have at your disposal to avoid it? Let's find out. So before we get into why low signal can occur, we need to discuss how signal even works. Cell sites complete with high-tech antennas, i.e. these things, are dotted all across the world. These cell sites are placed to spread coverage to the widest population possible. The signals that these cell towers emit travel a fair amount of distance, pass an obstacle course of varying elements, and eventually reach a little antenna inside your phone that lets you have phone conversations, text messages, and FaceTime conversations with your old man who still doesn't quite understand how this whole thing works. Now that's a lot for your phone signal to do, and that obstacle course that I mentioned before can get a bit hairy. Here's a list of potential reasons you might not be getting the signal you were expecting and the obstacles your phone might bump into along the way. Number 1. Traffic jams. Rush hour doesn't just get limited to the roads. Congestion amongst the airwaves could be one of the reasons you're getting bad signal. If you're in an area with loads of people, say in a pub watching this video, and you're all using the same network at that location, it can heavily impede the strength of your signal. If all of a sudden it's crept out of nowhere though, it could be that new houses are being built near where you are and the population of the area has become denser and more people are hopping onto that network. And that can slow your signal down, as that poor little cell tower can only give so much. And it can only take so much, depending on, number 2, whether the weather is good. Segue 101 right there. Heavy snow or storms can often affect your signal strength because signals don't like being cold. Seasonal changes do make the journey of the signal a bit more difficult to reach you. Even trees in bloom can affect the airwaves too. But maybe it's none of those things. Maybe you're getting bad signal because of our next reason. Number 3, like talking to a brick wall. Mother Nature has teamed up with people to make it a bit more difficult for your phone signal to reach you. Physical barriers such as mountains, hills, and buildings may also block your phone signal, especially with building materials like metal, concrete, and certain types of glass. They make it awfully tricky for phone signal to reach you, what with their reflective and absorbing traits. With this being said, you might find low signal within something like a basement or large buildings with large amounts of electronics like hospitals. Little side note before we go on, it is worth mentioning that some phone cases can affect your phone signal too. Certain conductive materials used in phone cases like carbon fibre or aluminium, along with magnetic clips or accessories attached to it, can dramatically affect your phone signal. But if you don't think any of these have applied to you, it could be because of our final reason. Number 4. Dude, where's your cell tower? Depending on if you're too high, too low, too far, or even too close to your tower, that could be why you're experiencing low to no signal. As mentioned before, antennas get placed to try and reach as many people as possible. However, some might not be pointed in your direction. So that's it really, but maybe you've done a survey of the local area and found no one really uses your network. Maybe it's the start of spring and the trees haven't sprung back into full force yet. Maybe you live in a see-through thin plastic house where signal can reach you easily, and maybe you have got out in the middle of the night to point all the antennas at your house. If that is the case, it could be an internal problem with your phone that you can fix easily. First of all, make sure you have the latest software installed on your phone and you have the latest SIM card inside it too. All networks will send out new SIMs free of charge. If you've got that sorted and the error still persists, try turning airplane mode on and off to give your phone antenna a chance to reset and get its bearings. If that doesn't work, try turning your phone on without a SIM in it for 1 minute and then pop it back in. If the SIM is fixed into the device, do a manual reset on your phone. Each phone is different on how they manually reset, so be sure to Google how your phone does it. And that's it. To sum up, if you experience weird phone signal in normally good places, it could be because of network usage or seasonal trends. If the issue always occurs at a specific place, it could be because of physical barriers or your phone doesn't have a good view of the cell tower. In any case, to make things easier in these low signal areas, enable Wi-Fi calling to hop onto the local internet to make up for the lack of signal. And hopefully the Wi-Fi there isn't slow. But that's for another video. But the lesson is that phone signals go through a lot for us, and we need to remember that. For more information on how your phone network is doing, Check out your phone provider's network status checker. They tend to be on their websites and offer you any news or updates about any maintenance going on that could affect the signal, and can also tell you how good the signal strength is around that area. So thanks for watching. I hope that answered any questions you might have had, and I'll see you on the next one.